Good morning children. Welcome to Narayana live classes. Today I am going to explain the key of 27th dated chemistry assignment of class 10. The topic is periodic classification of elements. Here in this assignment we have 11 questions are there. Let us discuss one by one. And the first question, the valence of an atom is determined by the number of dash present in the outermost shell of an atom. And here we have to calculate the valency. And we have to calculate the valency, we have to require valence electrons. For an example, let us take an example, carbon, and its atomic number is 6, electronic configuration is 2, 4, and its 4 is nothing but its outermost shell or valence shell. The valency of that carbon, you know that 4, and how we can say that 4, and the valence, that means based on that 4 valence electrons we have to say that, and this is the electrons which is present in the outermost shell of an atom. The valence of an element is determined by the number of valence electrons which are present in the outermost shell of an atom. And this is the answer for the first question. And for calculating the valency, we have to require valence electrons. Move on to the second question. The term atomic size refers to the dash of an atom, and we have to determine the atomic size. We have to measure the radius of an atom, and here the answer for this question is radius. And radius means here, for an example, this is the atom, this is the center of the nucleus, and here it is the electrons which are present in the outermost shell of an atom. The distance between the center of the atom to this outermost shell, this is nothing but radius of an atom, and the term atomic size refers to the radius of an atom. This is the answer for the second question. The term atomic size refers to the radius of an atom. And move on to the third one. The atomic size may be visualized, and how it will be appears. The atomic size may be visualized at the distance between the center of the nucleus and the dash of an isolated system. And the same thing in the second point we are all discussed. And for an example, let us consider an atom. This is the nucleus. This will be visualized from the center of the nucleus. The distance between the center of the nucleus and the outermost shell of an atom, and this is the outermost shell, this distance, and this is nothing but atomic size. Atomic size may be visualized the distance between the center of the nucleus and the outermost shell. This is the answer for the third question. The distance between the center of the nucleus and the outermost shell of an atom is nothing but, that is the atomic size or atomic radius. The next one, fourth question. The atomic radius of an hydrogen atom. Atomic radius of hydrogen atom. The atomic radius of hydrogen atom, which is measured in picometer. Here you know that 1 picometer equals to 10 power minus 12 meters. 1 picometer is equal to 10 power minus 12 meters. Here, answer for this question, here the atomic radius of hydrogen atom is 37 picometers. And the atomic radius of hydrogen atom is 37 picometers. Fifth one, the atomic radius dash is moving from left to right in a period. Actually, we move on to the from left to right in a period. This is the left to right in a period. When move on to the left to right in a period, and what will happen here? We have to measure the atomic radius. Atomic radius, how it will be changed from left to right in a period, and we have to say that atomic radius can be decreases. Atomic radius decreases when we move on to the from left to right. Left side here is metals are there, right side non-metals are there. That means when we move on to the metals to the non-metals, that means atomic radius which is decrease, atomic radius decreases when we move from the left to right along a period. And here it is left to right along a period, atomic radius decreases. Move on to the sixth question. The atomic size. How the atomic size can be changed from when move on to the down the group. When we go to the down the group and down the group, when we move from top to bottom, when we move to the down the group, atomic radii. Atomic radii which is increases. And here atomic radii, atomic size which is increases, we move to the down the group. Down the group atomic radii increases. This is the answer for the sixth question. Atomic radii which is increases down the group. And seventh question. The metals like sodium and magnesium. Here sodium and magnesium, those are the metals. The metals like sodium and magnesium are towards the left side of the periodic table. And here it is metals which are placed at the left side. And while the non-metals like sulfur and chlorine, while the non-metals are like sulfur and chlorine are found on the dash side. And obviously, and these are the non-metals which are present at the right side of the periodic table. And this is the answer for the seventh question. Here the metals like sodium and magnesium, these are the metals, that's the S block elements which are placed at the left side of the periodic table, whereas these are the P block elements, sulfur and chlorine, those are the non-metals which are present at the right side of the periodic table. And this is the answer for the seventh question. And move on to the eighth question. Metallic character. How the metallic character can be varied when we move to the across the period as well as the down the group. And metallic character when we move on to the, that means across the period as well as the down the group. Here metallic character we have to observe, we have to move on to the across the period it will be decreases. Across the period it will be decreases. Why? Because when we move to the from left to right means here it is metal to the non-metals. When we go for the metal to the non-metals, obviously metallic character decreases. Whereas from top to bottom and from hydrogen to the francium and the metallic character down the group, metallic character increases. And these are the two answers. Here it is. Metallic character decreases across a period and increases down a group. Metallic character decreases across a period and increases down the group. Ninth question. The oxides of metals are dash in general. Actually, metals which reacts with oxygen and metal oxides will be found. For an example, magnesium as an example, magnesium oxide will be found here 2MgO. That means corresponding metal oxides. Oxides of metals are dash in general. What is the nature? And obviously, and metal oxides, magnesium oxides which is basic in nature. Based on that, we have to say that the oxides of metals are basic in nature. The oxides of metals are basic in nature. And move on to the 10th question. The oxides of non-metals. Like metals reacts with oxygen, we have that will forms metal oxides. Non-metals also reacts with oxygen, that will forms the non-metal oxides. Those non-metal oxides which are in acidic in nature. While the metal oxides are basic in nature, whereas non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. And this is the answer for the 10th question. Oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature, whereas oxides of metals are in basic in nature. And this is the answer for the 10th question. The 11th one. Dash are electronegative, and here you know that metals are highly positive, and metals which are placed at the left side of the periodic table, whereas the non-metals which are present at the right side of the periodic table. Here dash are electronegative, and we have to say that and non-metals are electronegative. Non-metals are electronegative. Dash are electronegative. Here we have to say that non-metals are electronegative. Thank you, children.